Hi, good afternoon. Manju here, and I'm continuing the part of project ETL testing project here. So in my last video, I covered so many lot of things, and furthermore, I want to continue this part as in project level. So kindly watch the complete video, and if you're not subscribed to SQL Master YouTube channel, you can subscribe to SQL Master to get the more videos about ETL testing and SQL and related to the Informatica videos. So let us start the video. Here I made some slides here and I want to show those slides, and we will discuss about the matter. Okay, so test methodology. Okay, so in this refinement form of the strategy, and it was developed by quality analyst. Okay, so for ongoing project testing to develop a testing methodology for current project QA is as follow below process. It is a project level document, so you can see here the details. First one is occurrence testing strategy document. Okay, so what do you mean by occurrence testing strategy document? Need of correct persons to be maintained. So we require some correct persons, perfect persons to maintain the project overall. Okay, and the second point is determine the project type. And the project is initiating, so we have to determine the project is what the type of. Okay, so first it is very important to determine the project type. Depends on the project type, can be discussed and delete unwanted matters from the TRM. And third point is determine the project requirement, that is deleting unwanted rows. And fourth one is identify scope of the project, so adding the expected features. Okay, so what scope means here, what project is it's pointing towards. Okay, so that is the scope. So here we have to add some expected features. And fifth one is identify technical risks. Okay, what in all the technical risks involved in this project. So we have to identify those risks. So it will be more helpful for us to maintain the project. Okay, so that is nothing but depending on the analyzing the risk, PM and QA delete some of the selected factors in TRM. Example, testing factor is equal to 30 of total factors minus 1020 plus 2. Finalizing TRM of current project, preparing the module test plan. Okay, then coming to test plan. Test plan is an organization level document. It describes the old details about the projects. Test plan prepared by the test lead. Test plan document prepared by the IEEE format. Okay, we have to follow here IEEE standard format while preparing test plan. There are two types of test plans. One is the first one is master test plan, that is or system test plan. The next one, second module is module test plan, that is it identifies individual components of the complete software system. Test case are for individual components from functional requirement specification, that is called FRS. And how to prepare the test plan here. So while entering into the preparing for test plan, there are three major parts like input, process, and output. So SRS, software requirement specifications, that is team information, and the master test plan. Project modules come under the input, and time availability it is under process, and a module test plan it is under the output section. So here, introduction, object of the project, and second one is background, that is explain the technology. Example, front end and back end involved within the project. And third one is test items, names of modules, functions, and services, etc. So fourth point is features to be tested. What type of features to be tested? We have to check for these things. And fifth one is features not to be tested. Okay, which features we should not be able to test? We have to list all those things also. And sixth one is approaches. To what approach? Towards what approach we have to go through that. So like selected technique testings to be application modules, that is TRM. Testing levels, sanity testing, boundary level testing, functional testing, regression testing, performance testing, security testing. And the eighth point is features pass or fail criteria. When modules are pass, when modules are fail. So ninth one is suspensive criteria. That is, company will follow some standards. Example, more than three bugs in a build test can suspension build. The 10th one is test environment. Required software and hardware include testing tool also. So moving to next slide. So that is 11th point is test deliverables. Okay, so like required testing document to be prepared. That is example test case, test procedure, automation test log, etc. And the 12th one is schedule tasks. It is a well-planned timetable for achieves with the testing team. Like 13 point is staff training, identifying the training need for the team members, prepare all resources for technology updations. So we have to update or we have to give time to time the training for the team members, because the day by day technical issue things are updating. Okay, so according to those technical things, we have to update the members. Okay, we have to provide some special trainings to the members, though by which those people testers will get the testing knowledge. Okay, so then moving to 14th point, that is risk and mitigations. Possible general problems raised during at the time of testing and solving overcome than sick and general holiday. Okay. So approvals. 15th one is approvals. Sign all team members, higher officials, and test plan authors. Master test plan it describes the entire build. Modular test plan it describes entire module. Test case or test design. So coming to test case or test design, after completion of tests plan, test engineers are prepared the test cases. The main intention of the test case test engineers are has to follow three functional methods. So what are those three functional methods are? First one is business logic based on the test case design. Second one is input domain based on test case design. And third one is user interface based on test case design. That is GUI. Note, all test cases are to be prepared from user case test scenarios, that is page by page or documentation. Test case format. In the face of test case format to be prepared by the test engineers, it is in IEEE format. So because we have to follow the standard like IEEE. Format is like test case ID. It is the unique number or unique name, test name, that is the name of the test condition, features suite ID, name of module. So moving to next slide, test suite ID. Okay, so name of batch, that is group number, priority. The importance of test case with the respectable functionality, that is low, medium, high. We have to mention their priority. Okay. So for example, the condition of the issues, okay, bugs, we have to mention those priority there. So developer can come to know the what he has to give priority, or urgent or medium or low. He has to mention there while developing the code. So based upon that, the tester will go again retesting that. So high priority, that is PO, basic functionality problems. That is example, page cannot open. So 7 point is general or medium functionality. That is P1. For example, only uppercase will accept that is accepted by lowercase also accept. This type of problems medium priority, that is P1. Low functionality, that is graphical points are user interface points. Example, font size, color, alignment, etc. The test environment, that is 9 point, required hardware and software at the time of execution is suitable or not. The 10 point is test effort, number of persons or hours to be worked on the project test case. The example, 20 minutes average time to be executed for one test case. It is ISO standards based. ISO, that is nothing but International Standard Organization. The 11th point is test duration, date and time. When will execute the test case after receiving build. And the 12th one is test setup, necessary tasks to do before starting the test execution. The 13th point is test procedure, step by step procedure, test execution, test case. And the 14th is test case pass or fail. When this case is passed, when this case is fail. A login process allows user ID and password and OK button. So user ID allows all alphabetical in lowercase from 4 to 16 characters length. It is passed. Login password. It is allowed numeric values 0 to 9 and from 4 to 8 characters in length. So here are the scenarios here. Test case 1, that is boundary values, BVA size, minimum 4 pass, maximum 16 pass. Minimum 1 to 3 fail, minimum plus 1 5 pass, maximum minus 1 15 pass. So max plus 1 17 is fail. Boundary value of password, that is BVA size, minimum 4 pass, maximum 8 pass. Minimum 1 to 3 fail, minimum plus 1 to 5 pass, maximum minus 1 to 7 pass. That is maximum plus 1 9 fail. ECP, that is equivalent class partition. So boundary value of user ID that is ECP type, valid and invalid. A to Z is valid, capital A to Z is invalid. 0 to 9, any other characters or blanks. ECP type, that is valid from 0 to 9, invalid from capital A to Z or small a to Z. Any other special characters involved here. And then coming to boundary value of logic operation, that is user ID, password and status. Valid, valid, pass, that is valid, invalid, fail. Invalid, valid, fail, that is valid, blank, fail. So these all things you have to go thoroughly. Okay. So what is use of case here? Answer, that is it is a document expecting all the functionalities and applications from the end user point of view. So first one is reviewing during information gathering. That is in the phase of information gathering, company has higher authority can involve in this phase. It is generally non-technical documentation. And the second point is review of analysis. It is software development process starts in analysis process. In this space, software technical people are involved and develop SRS documentation. The third one is review designing. After completion of analysis phase, company architecture and software people are developed the external design and internal design, that is called as HLD or LLD. After developing the design documentation, the company hire authorities conduct the reviews. So fourth point is here review of unit testing. That is, after completion of above three sections reviews, programmers are conducted coding. In this phase, programmers are do the unit testing white box testing. So while unit testing, there are three types of testings are used: programming testing, platform testing, change testing. That is, unit testing means verify the internal logic of the code. So it deals with code only. So fifth point is programming testing, that is executing testing. Okay, so A point is here the basic path coverage, all statements in programming correctly. B point is loops coverage, that is every loop is correct or not. We have to check in programming because in programming we have some loops here. Okay, so we have to check for those loops. And C point is programming techniques coverage, taking less time during execution. Okay, so 6 point is platform techniques or operation testing, whether a program running to customer expectation platform or not. The platform means operating system, browser, etc. Okay, so 7 point is change testing or mutation testing. As per customer requirement, customer can ask sudden changes on that time, programmer can use the techniques. So next, first point, that is integration testing. After completion of programming process, integration tester can integrate the modules, different modules he can able to integrate and test the final output. There are three types of techniques like top-down approach. In this top-down approach, modules are integrated from main module to sub module. Okay, so in this scenario, programmers use temporary programs, it known as stubs or called as programs. The bottom-up approach, that is the coverage of sub module to sub module without coming from main module, is called as bottom-up approach. In this system, programmers can use temporary programs, it's known as drivers or calling programs. So these all points what I covered here, dear friends, are very important in ETL testing because you have to know all these key points, basic knowledge. Okay, so I hope you understood this some concept here, all the points in ETL testing. You understood these points perfectly, and if you are in confusing stage, you can watch more times this video, then we will get clear. And you can also research these points, okay, in Google or in YouTube, so you can get more ideas. And I will be with you in with some more special videos concepts with you in future. So if you're not subscribed to channel, again I say you kindly subscribe to SQL Master so you get more important knowledge here. Thanks for watching video, and thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Take care.